And welcome back to Bernama Today with me, Sue and Zaini, as well as Encik Khairul Amar Razali from AlMaghrib Institute of Malaysia. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, AlMaghrib.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
AlMaghrib Institute of Malaysia. What is that all about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Zaini and T. So the name of AlMaghrib Institute, very interesting. Always a point of discussion of interest with a lot of people. Nothing to do with Maghribi.
This one.
Nothing to do with the
not the Semayang Maghrib.
And also nothing to do with the Maghrib prayer.
Okay.
Al-Maghrib, it's an Arabic word, which means literally the West.
The West.
The West. So if you take from the literal meaning, it means the West Institute, but the literal meaning of it. But in terms of the philosophical understanding of the name of AlMaghrib Institute, for those who are interested to know more about the name, if you look into the past history of the civilization, one of the highlight of the Muslim civilization was in Al-Andalus, which is the modern time Spain.
Right.
So during that time, Al-Andalus is located in the West, in the Western country, and the peak of the scholarly knowledge, advancements of the technology from the Muslim community and Muslim civilization. Okay. So with that spirit of coming back into the reviving the scholarly knowledge, not just from the revealed knowledge, the Islamic revealed knowledge from the Quran, from the Hadith, it's also from the acquired knowledge from the engineering, math, science, and technology. So what we're trying to do at the institute is to revive the integration of knowledge between the revealed knowledge and also the acquired knowledge.
I see. So this is an NGO?
Yes, it's an NGO. It's an international based NGO.
Malaysian branch or Malaysian chapter of it.
So this is the Malaysian chapter of it, and we also do a lot of programs international as well, in the US, in Canada, in the UK. So the history, how we got to know about AlMaghrib Institute was some of us who have the opportunity to study overseas in the US and the UK. They attended the program organized by AlMaghrib Institute in that particular country. Just for an example, myself, I was a student in the US about 10 years ago, and I got the opportunity to attend this program organized by AlMaghrib Institute. And when I attended this program,
you're hooked.
I was like, wow, this is something that I never kind of experienced it in Malaysia, even though I already learned a lot of things from the Pendidikan Islam, from school, primary school, secondary school. But the way how AlMaghrib Institute approach their understanding in terms of the Islamic kind of knowledge is very refreshing, and I thought this would be something beneficial for the people.
So mainly is for the education aspect of things, or is it just for the social well-being of people of the world?
The goal is actually for the social well-being of a community. It's the goal of the program is not to make someone as an expert in the field, because obviously you have to go into more structured way into the universities, going into the more structured and longer program. But it's more suitable for people who wants to just get to know more understanding about the Islamic principles, to become as a better component of the society, because like Malaysia, we live with it's a multicultural country. So how we can integrate the understanding of the Islamic knowledge into our daily life?
So it's unity as well.
Correct, obviously.
So can you give me an example what the way they teach, which is different from where we learn here in Malaysia?
First and foremost, I would say from the experience, I think in terms of the critical thinking, we are able to question quite a lot of issues that we are afraid to ask. Maybe we are not aware, and we feel very comfortable to ask when we are in Malaysia in school setting. So there, when I attended the program in the US and Canada, in that particular setting, I'm able to question a lot of things that I feel like, oh, this makes a lot of sense.
Not taboo, yeah?
Not taboo, and at the same time, from engineering kind of student, where you engage a lot of critical kind of calculation, I feel like I can implement that similar of thinking into studying Islam, which is very, wow, I think this is very interesting.
Yeah.
It trains me into being like, really firm and critical into questioning answers and getting the answers which is relevant.
Using science to question Islam or to study Islam.
To firm the understanding.
But I can see a problem, bringing that kind of, because I am all for it, for asking questions, especially about religion. But I can see a problem arise from this, knowing that our teachers now that we have in Malaysia are very, very traditional. Because some of the questions we cannot ask because, because it's beyond our understanding, which we therefore you cannot ask the questions. So by bringing that ideology, they would say, oh, that's liberal Islam. You're not Islam per se. So what do you say about that?
I would say in our Malaysia society, there are a segment of people who really wants to seek answers for these questions.
True.
So there must be an avenue for people to question and to seek answers. And we believe through this approach, we'll be able to address the issues that this segment of community who want to get the answers. And yes, maybe it's not suitable for the masses, for the big majority
crowd.
Of people. It's okay. We are still able to play the role in addressing the small segment of society who wants to seek the answers.
So right now you're doing this Omar Suleiman Malaysia Tour 2019. So this is along the way of doing whatever you're trying to achieve in Malaysia, to maybe to have a betterment of the understanding of Islam in Malaysia?
Yeah. So basically the core program of AlMaghrib Institute is we organize events. We organize events, but not any kind of events. It's more focusing on the Islamic elements and Islamic theme of the event, the values of it. So our first event of the year, we'll be inviting this one renowned speaker. His name is Imam Omar Suleiman.
The name is Omar Suleiman.
Omar Suleiman.
He's
It's
the
his tour, yeah.
Yes, so he will be in KL next week, and he will be conducting two programs on Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and 13th of January. On Saturday, he'll be talking about a spiritual personality, how we can see the personality that we have in each person, we can tie into our faith, and how this can enhance our faith and understanding of our belief in the system, and how we can be better.
So you're talking about spiritual personality, like we can see on the screen right now.
Spiritual personality.
That's the main theme of the tour
for the Saturday.
For the Saturday. And then after that, you will gradually go into?
We have the second event, which is on Sunday, on the 13th of January, which the topic will be breaking the habit of sin.
Sin is a habit, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It is a habit.
Okay.
Smoking is a sin.
I know that.
Okay.
So some people.
Yes.
So everyone make mistakes. Everyone make mistakes, and there's a very profound saying in the prophetic hadith about kullu bani adam khata'un wa khairul khata'in at-tawwabun. Every child of Adam is a sinner. We make mistake. We fall down into making sins, but the best of sinner is the one who always repent to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. And we want to make this because we are now living in an area where there are a lot of confusion and challenges. So we want to create a platform where people who maybe have made so much mistakes can see the way to return back, to repent to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. And this hopefully will be a good setting for the new year of 2019.
You're such a young person. I mean, why do you're educated man,
right,
in the States, you're going for engineering courses and all that. What makes you want to embrace this kind of mission?
Zaini, the questions that you ask actually the same question that my mom will ask me.
I'm not your mom.
An older person.
Yes, of course. Yes. It's someone who's very concerned, and I feel this is I would say in terms of the
it's a journey for you?
I feel fulfilled. Yes, I can contribute to the nation by becoming an engineer. But I feel I can contribute to the society, to the spiritual side of it. How I can strengthen this community, the society through understanding the knowledge. And I'm not the speaker of the event. I'm just organizing it and making sure people are aware about it. And we've been doing this for the past 9 years.
Seriously?
9 years
in
already.
Malaysia?
In Malaysia.
Wow.
In Malaysia.
Okay.
It's the first time.
Where have we been?
Yeah. we've not been spiritually enrolling ourselves.
About it. It's and each event is actually well attended. And this
I can tell,
upcoming event with Imam Omar Suleiman, we're expecting about 1,000 to 2,000, 1,005.
Where at the venue?
It will be held at TM Convention Center.
Okay.
Right. And I forgot to ask you this question. What is Omar Suleiman's background?
Right.
Yeah, so Imam Omar Suleiman, his background is in terms of his education. He studied in Jordan, in Islamic law, Sharia. But then he's American, and then right now he's beside a spiritual leader as an imam. He's also very active as a social activist. Right now in the US, if we read from the news, there are a lot of issues in terms of the Islamophobia.
That's right.
And number two, in terms of the current policy of the President Donald Trump, in terms of
Islamic countries, visas and things like that.
Immigration, exactly. In terms of the borders, the Mexico's borders. So Imam Omar Suleiman is actually one of the figures representing the Muslim communities, how to advocate for the immigrants, the children who are trying to come to America for the better life, and in terms of their the well-being of the immigrants. This is very refreshing to see how representing of a Muslim community very active in the social happening and issues
especially
in America.
United States of America, where Trump administration is not helping issues. He's like sidelining people, just putting brand on Islam, Syria can't come in and all that. There was a case earlier that the son was dying and then the mother couldn't come.
That's true.
So those are the issues I think happening in the US right now.
Right. So with regards to the Omar Suleiman's live in Kuala Lumpur, the Malaysia tour, what should we learn? How should we approach and expect from the tour?
All right. So the core program of the tour is these two events, the Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday the topic will be about spiritual personality, and Sunday will be about the breaking habit of sin. So the goal of the event is really to become a platform in this in people still with the spirit of the new year, to really set the goal of having this recognizing the spiritual personality, as well as having the ability to breaking the habit of sin, to bring the spirit throughout the year, to become as a positive platform for the people, especially for the younger generations, because most of our crowd who attended events by AlMaghrib Institute, mostly like an urban young crowd. So we really hope that this can be a platform for this younger generation.
They're more spiritual now, the urban young crowd?
We can see the trend, Zaini, in terms of the curiosity. Because we are living in a time where there are a lot of confusions,
confusing.
With internet. You can get a lot of information from social media, from YouTube. You can learn so many things.
But it's good that they are going into religion rather than going into vices.
So on screen right now is where they can register. Anybody who wants to participate in the tour can register themselves at almaghrib.my/Omar Suleiman. Okay. So what about non-Muslim who are interested to know about this? Are they welcome as well?
Oh, of course. During our events, not just people from other faith, we also have people from various demographics: Malays, Chinese, Indians, people from international, Singapore, Philippines, Australia. They come and attended the program, because in Southeast Asia, Malaysia is the only country where AlMaghrib Institute is doing the program.
Right. Okay. We need to. There's so many things we want to ask you, but unfortunately, we have come to the end of the segment. So thank you so much, Khairul, for talking about AlMaghrib. So if they need more information, of course, go back to the website, which is almaghrib.my/Omar Suleiman.
So we wish you all the best for the event. So hopefully this will be the first and of many things to come for the year.
Right. And with that, we have to go for a commercial break. So stay tuned to Bernama News Channel, where it's all about you.
Be right back.